Hello everybody, welcome back to some Control. Picking up where we left off, I am figuring out my map, there we go. Furnace chamber, access, where the... Oh, give Dr. Underhill time to finish the antidote, but we need to advance before we can do that, because we're doing this one. Right, central maintenance. So, whoops. North it is, which... Foreign sector elevator... Right. You know what, let's just fast travel to the... Ugh. The downside of playing this only once a week. Maybe I should do... the, Maybe I should do Fallout on the weekends and do this one during the week so that, you know, it's not quite so long in between playthroughs. Okay, these fuckers are back. Alright. Let us... Energy converters, maintenance, because I do believe that elevator that's in there is will take us to Blackrock. I know there's another pathway there. Yeah, because the field training we did, although I want to say, because like we went in here last time. And I want to say that there was now I wonder, because if that thing's alive, will it keep enemies spawning? God, that did a lot of damage. Fuckers and their rocket launchers. Still hate those guys more than anything else in this game. Oh nice, I can dash through the glass. Oh, look at that! You know, I've had dash for so long. So, oh yeah, right. Because we got level 4 and 5, did we not? Since the last time we were in maintenance? Oh my. Okay, but there is one, like, across the way, so what does that do? I don't know. I don't know, but that seems like an awfully dangerous way to have to get across here. God, those lights are bright. Oh, also we are in Blackrock processing. The other way was the quarry, right? Okay. Can I grab... Nope, can't see him. Unfortunately. So I'm assuming then that that one I did down there opened up a door. If I had to guess. Also, where does it show my clearance level? I know that it shows it somewhere. Asset? Okay, so I do have clearance level 4, not 5. Alright. For some reason, I thought that we had got clearance level 5 as well, but obviously not. Yeah, I can't jump. No. Oh, you... Now stay up there. Go. I really wish there was like a put down gently button, you know? Instead of just the throw button. And there probably is, and I'm missing it. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I played through part of a game completely missing one of the base mechanics that they teach you. Now, I have no reason to think that I'll need this, but I'm gonna bring it with me anyway. Oh, Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point. Alright. So, first things first, I want to see where we go. This way. Right back down into there. Okay. Alright, well. Whatever, let's go pull the thing 3 times. Unos. Dos. Tres.
I don't know. The lights are on. They should be open.
Huh.
Looking to get a room for the night? Hello? I don't think anyone's there, honey. Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
That's interesting. Oh, so is that? It opened up multiple rooms this time. Well, that's interesting. Am I trying to make them look the same? Videos on that side, plants on that side. Oh, the chair is pulled out though. Oh, well that's... Wait, does that say casino? It does say casino. Huh. Well, that's different. Huh. Very weird. I wonder if we will get to go through any of these other doors. 2 and 3. And now our pathway is open. She breaks a lot when she does that. Okay, I guess that's... Yeah, alright. I imagine we'll be going into the quarry at some point, but I'm assuming that that's the level 5 door that we came across then? Because I remember coming across a level 5 door that had to do with Blackrock, which I'm pretty sure is like a mercenary company, but I don't know if that's like a real life mercenary company, Blackrock, like private military. or if that's one from a video game or
Okay,
TV show or
we
something.
need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Man, it's a lot easier knowing that I can just bust through the glass like that. Because look, it's a level 5 room that I can't get into. Oh, but wait, I did.
Reminder, if the contents of your workspace have been rearranged, removed, added to, or altered in any other way, you should immediately leave the area while speaking to yourself in a reassuring tone. This will not only keep you calm, but also the room. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, because you don't want to piss off your room. God, I'm so annoyed that I didn't know that before. Remember that one episode where I sat there and I fucking like blasted away at the glass with my gun? The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the old house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames and monitored by surveillance cameras. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts, and that the Atlas is a redacted of the redacted itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same redacted material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. I mean, it could be happening at the same time as other shifts. Like, there could be... Like, I'm assuming that you're saying that because, like, there's no shifts reported at the same time. Well, no, because I guess the easiest way would be if somebody reported a shift, but the Atlas didn't change. But, I mean, that doesn't mean that it doesn't change due to the or with the shifts. It could just not change with every shift, right? Maybe it's oh, good God. Maybe it's, like, specific shifts will trigger it or something like that. Well, this is clearly a secret of some kind, because that's probably the way we gotta go. So of course I want to go over here first and shatter projectile choke. Ooh, that's a good one too. Not the one I'm using though, right? No, I'm using Pierce. Although, right. So even though, like, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like an uncommon and a common one. Just because they have, just because like they're a higher tier doesn't necessarily mean they're better, which was interesting to me. Because there was one there that I had where I got rid of it because... Oh, let's help these guys out. Oh. Oh, I felt that rocket launcher. Go, got rid of him. Didn't let him get away. Hey, and we got some survivors this time, because last time we had a fight with these guys. I think it was when I was doing that, whatchamacallit, the executive order or whatever. And, yeah, when it was over, we had no survivors left. So, I mean, I'm glad... Well, to be fair, though, also in that one, we also had that dickhead with the grenade launcher. The big fucker that they had zero chance of killing themselves. But anyway, done that. Let's check out Central maintenance. Okay, that was that door that we like just passed by. God, these rooms are so bright. Like, what the hell? Nothing in here, though. Which is a shame. Alright, well, that was pointless. Oh, wow, even more survivors in the side rooms here. That's good. It's a shame that all of our little soldier men here kind of are worthless as soon as they come up against one of those guys with the shields, but I mean, you can tear through it with bullets eventually, but it takes quite a bit. And I mean, that's with like my bullets from this weird, you know, alien whatever gun, you know. Can only imagine how many like regular bullets it would take to get through one of those. Assuming that regular bullets are in fact worse than mine. Which, let's face it, if I have a magic space gun, it better be better than the regular bullets. Ah, here we are. Right, well, let's check the shelter first. Normally get something in here. Just the threshold remnant, but that's fine. I don't remember which one we need for whatever we got to do next. Always still me.
I'm not doing so hot. You're fine.
Ranger
We'll push
Squad
through
Charlie
this.
7
The hiss of
returned
the
from an
lungs doing
expedition
the
into the
pushing,
quarry
Doc.
threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Wells. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success. What a surprise.
Medic,
And did you
what's the
encounter
damage?
any previously
Each taken a few
unrecorded
hits.
event or
We need to
entity
get them
while
to a
inside
surgical
the
station
threshold?
ASAP,
No,
but I don't think they're
nothing.
stable enough to move.
Oh yeah?
You think we should tell
They're
them
gonna
about
have to be, because we are moving out and I am not leaving
Yeah,
behind.
mermaid.
Now do what you need to do.
Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring. I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring. Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your
Hey,
CO
remember the
about
deal.
this?
You kill a hiss, I buy a shot.
Because it didn't
Bottom shelf
happen.
only.
Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
Research. Oh, near Bureau Alert. Got it.
That shit that hiss are spouting. I've seen parapsychosis, but what the?
Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this hedron research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling said. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon before the next Bureau heads meeting.
Hell is a worm through time.
Alright.
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
You know, I don't know what made me think of it, but I'm kind of curious because like they have the two things that you can activate in the options menu. One makes you invincible, and the other one makes it so that one shot kills people, right? Because I do technically have two versions of this game. Because when I bought this one, I got the regular version, and then I got like the Series X version as like a separate one. So depending on how I find going for the 100%, I may very well go through the regular version after we're done this one, and just say fuck it and flip on the invincibility and one hit kill and just like plow through it.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
But I'm curious about how both of those things work. Because, like, while seemingly self-explanatory, there are the mold rooms that do damage to you just from being in them. And if it made it so that that didn't do damage to you anymore, that would make certain things very easy. Fall damage, you know, are you immune to that? And then the one-hit kills, if you have the shotgun mode, right, and you don't put any of the choke spreads on it, does being hit by one of those bullets, because like I think I talked about this when I played Uncharted, when you play through in the Nathan Drake collection, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and I never did it on 4 because I don't think 4 had the one hit kill mode, like the one hit kill cheat on it, like unlock on it. But in the 1, 2, and 3 there, I remember that like in number 1, I think it was number 1 anyway, at least in one of them, when you had the one hit kill on, the shotgun was the best because obviously it had the big spread, and as long as one pellet hit the person, they died. But then in one or two of the, or both of the other games, if you had the one hit kill on, shotguns were the worst because they were the only thing that didn't kill them in one hit. Oh, swan boat. Is this going to give me my flying? Item is made of fiberglass painted to resemble a swan. Foot pedals allow the item to propel forward in water. The item emits a pulse of physical force and an estimated force of redacted, possible connection to sure OOP5. Measuring the exact force created by them has been hindered by concerns from the Human Resources Department. The item was seized from an activity rental service called Redacted, located on Lake Redacted on Vancouver Island, Canada, after it ejected numerous riders over the course of a summer, bringing the boat to the attention of the media. The item was transported to the Bureau by helicopter. A containment specialist accompanied it, sent to recite formulas C9 through 32 recursively. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train. It arrived at the Bureau without further incident. Well, I imagine it tried to launch something. I mean, if it launches stuff that with that much force, it could have very well just been like somebody like dropped something inside of it and it's like, aha, boom.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
I mean, oh, really? I am glad and a little disappointed that they don't use the guys from the ceiling as the enemies as often anymore. Like, it would have been, instead of teleporting in, it would have been way better, in my opinion, to have the guys hanging from the ceiling as enemies and giving you, like, a way to at least start the fight yourself, you know? Like, if you see them hanging up there, you know, you can pop one and possibly kill one without. That's got to be the prism, I'm assuming. So I'm gonna finish exploring here a little bit to see if there's any more files or any chests that might come in handy. But it does not look like it. It looks like a fairly worthless area that I'm fairly certain is going to end up consisting of a large fight, considering the size of the room and the fact we were told about a monster.
Shit. They're shattered. Not a single. What the fuck?
Well, that, I'm assuming, would be our monster. Think you can be invisible, can ya? Not invisible enough, bitch. Huh. Oh, there you are. Oh god, and they explode, eh? Well, that wasn't too bad.
Find Darling's lab.
It does obviously confuse with all of this crap it leaves in the air, but do I not get a fucking... Okay, I was gonna say I better get a note on that. His distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range of their target. Curiously, the His distorted is apparently not able to utilize both abilities at once. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. The His distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power. How does the invisibility work? Does the distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use His resonance to refract light? The physical deformation of this particular His entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly, the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts a question: are the corrupted simply animated corpses? No idea. But that did clear that. But also, because it attacked me, I did see this doorway up there, which makes me curious if I can get there. Now, my jump isn't huge. But I can't get in there. And I mean, that's a pretty good distance, but unfortunately, unless I can find something I can pick up, and I don't have to worry about breaking when I throw it. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until I get flight. Which I'm assuming will be coming up at some point, because yeah, that's just not gonna happen. The thing with levitate as well, right? Like with the key cards, it's like, alright, I go back to the areas that have those key cards, but it's stuff like flight.
Frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes from a threshold quarry. So the prisms must be there too.
Contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock Line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The code's BlackRock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that again.
Darling's key.
Oh, clearance level 5. Nice.
This should get us into the quarry.
BlackRock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is compressed redacted density that nullifies all resonance with a range of redacted to redacted hertz. Bureau innovations that incorporate BlackRock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future attack or other internal threats. The goal of this report to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using BlackRock has worked in that field as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. Well, I mean that's gonna happen, right? Like you find some new material, some new something, right? You're going to advance fairly quickly, figuring out everything that, assuming that that it's useful. Anyway, you'll advance fairly quickly with like a bunch of discoveries and uses for it, like immediately. But then you'll come to a point where it's like, all right, now that we've done all the obvious, what other things can we do with this material, right? Because like once you figure, like let's say you find something that's like, oh, it does this. It's like, oh, well, that could be used for this, 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 and this, right? But then once you get through all those, it's like, well, all right, now that we've done all the obvious stuff with it, what else could it potentially be used for? All right, so we're gonna end that part there. This says it leads to the quarry. The quarry is on the left-hand side of the map. We're on the right, but I'm not going to question it. We got level 5 clearance now. So, and we don't have any other quests to do. So I guess next part we'll just advance. I was thinking of going back, and maybe I'll take a quick look to see, but I'm pretty sure Levitate will be part of the main story. So we'll just go ahead and advance, because there's only one more clearance level, which is 6. But so far we've only come across one door to that, but we also haven't been down to containment at all, so there might be more down there. Right? We haven't been in containment, have we? No, research, executive, and we're back in maintenance, so there might be more level 6s down there. But at the very least, I feel like we should just probably advance until we get Levitate, and then we can go back through everything, get level 5 doors, find all the secret Levitate areas and that. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for more.